Hey, this is TDG here, and we're not going to be bringing you our week 3 team builder, but we are going to be bringing you our game, and it's against Calpat. And yeah, we did not have very much time to prep for this game when it happened, and yeah, I'm just not very happy with the prep I brought at all. It was really done in about 10 minutes, so I really just don't even feel like it's worth showing. It's I barely even have like speed creeps on anything. It's like all 252s and just overall not a very good team. So I'm just gonna lead off with Zard here. And I think I brought a bulky Will-O-Wisp set, and I expected the Galvantula. So I'm just gonna mega here, and I'm expecting the Thunder Wave. So I'm just gonna attack it and knock that thing out. So I think I had a good start to this game. Um, this is one of my least favorite games of the season, and you're probably going to see why soon. He actually goes for the fire punch, and I kind of thought he would think that Fortress was coming in because it was my primary switch in, and I did just click Will Wisp here, and yeah, I do get full parried, and this is part of why this is one of my least favorite games of the season. So now he's going to go for the Earthquake, and this 74, the nerf to Parental Bond, this is not going to KO my Zard, so I'm still going to be able to get that Will-O-Wisp off. And it gets crit. So yeah, that's another thing. It's, really, it just completely threw me off. And at this point, I'm just like, I'm just pretty triggered. So he's gonna fire punch on Fortress, and I just want to get some chip on this. And he burns my Fortress, so that just takes away most of the chip that I'm actually gonna do. Even though it wasn't very much damage, it's just it just annoyed the shit out of me at the time. So I'm just gonna up some spikes, and if he switched out, and yeah, he just ups to do that. And yeah, so now I'm in a bad position from a good position just because of the hacks that happened on the Kangaskhan. And yeah, yeah, it's not looking like the best game for me anymore. And I'm just going to click the bulk up on this thing because I'm not really afraid of the knockoff or the Ice Punch because I'm a Yaki Berry. And now I'm thinking he might have Ice Punch, but I'm just going to Rock Polish anyways because I can live one with the defense and his attack. He's going to go for the Poison Jab. Of course, he does get the Poison, but that's not really hacks because that's probably favored. And I'm just going to Earthquake on this thing, and he reveals a Shaka, but that does not matter because of the boost. And here he's just going to go into the Mimikyu, and I'm going to knock this thing off, get rid of its potential life orb so I can live a hit. But he's red card, but that is also fine. He does miss the play rough, and I'm really happy about this because this kind of makes up for a lot of the hacks earlier. Though I would have preferred a clean matchup in all ways. Um, so he's going to just get that Shadow Sneak off. And, he's going to get kind of salty. And I'm just going to get kind of pissed about that because it's like, really, it was deserved. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, this matchup just triggers me. I'm going to click Reflect here. So I have a potential to clean up with the Honchkrow, which because of Scarf. And this thing is weakness policy. So this puts me in a decent spot here. I'm just going to be able to knock this thing out. He doesn't really have a good switch in. So now he goes here into Manchao, and that tells me that he is Scarf and that I have to sack this off. So at this point, this is the biggest part of the entire game. Because if I go for a Drill Peck and he's offensive Celebi, then I win the game, pretty much. If I go for a Drill Peck and I get a crit, I win the game, pretty much, no matter what. But the offensive Celebi is a roll, but it's like a 93%, right? So, I mean, I'm really bad at the rolls anyways, so I don't even know if I would win with 93% roll. Or if I click Brave Bird, I can knock out defensive Celebi. However, that puts me at like a 60% chance to survive the high jump kick from the Manchao. And I asked myself, what do I think is more valuable, considering I only have 2 more turns of the Reflect, so I can't really make plays around Rotom Frost. So it's either I Drill Peck or I Brave Bird, and either way, he should go out now into the Celebi, and I know that he's going to go out into the Celebi no matter what at this point. Um, And given that, it's a 60% roll, it's really a 66% chance for me to live because he could also miss the high jump kick. So I'm just going to go and, Brightbird is, to me, the best play. So he's going to go out into Celebi. And to me, yeah, I'm just going to click Brightbird. And now it's just like, I have like a 65%, 66% chance, I think, if I remember. It might have been better than that to live a high jump kick from this match out. And that pretty much decides the game, other than he can miss the Rotom Frost. And, I just didn't like how this game is already gone. So we're gonna see how that goes. And yeah, again, this is one of my least favorite games of the season because yeah, he's gonna get that high jump kick, and then my reflect wears out, and yeah, as you could guess, he's gonna get it on my Rotom, and that is the game. And yeah, I am salty. Um, yeah, that is not how I wanted this game to end, but to be fair, the time I had in the week was just pretty minimal. And, to me, I just hated this game. I feel like it's not that necessary without. I mean, the play rough kind of balanced out the Kangaskhan Will Wisp, but come on. Like, that just put the game in a position where it really wasn't what the game should have been. And, that's just lame. And then when you add in that I lost a roll that I should have won, and that Honchkrow should have won the game under Reflect, and that it was a pretty good bring, like it was like crazy good bring, and then it just doesn't work because of some stupid roll, which I just never win. That's just disappointing, and I don't think anyone like really wants to see that. Like that's just not what a game should be. So like to me, like when my game versus Burden, I lost a roll that I should have won, right? But that game went the way it should have went. I felt like I prepped well. I felt like he prepped well, and everything went right. I don't know if I feel like Calpat, prepped better than me. I don't. I mean, I don't think I prepped well, but I don't think that necessarily he prepped that well either, honestly, because I mean, just the fact that in this case, in this scenario, that I should have won, and I brought like a 10-minute prep. I don't like this game. It's just, um, so like when it comes down to it, I'm fine with playing a game that I lose. I just like it to be natural. I just want it to be like, I mean, even if there is some acts, like Vernon was, a couple rolls that were in my favor, but he deserved to win, I think, because in my opinion, he brought better prep than me. But in this game, really, I just didn't think the game was as significant, was as well coordinated, played out the way as well as it should have. I don't think either of us brought like the things that we could have potentially done. We could have both done more than we did, and yeah. Hopefully I can get another. Oh, we'll win next week. I should upload that team builder. I already played that game. It wasn't really that hexy of a game the next week, but this week I wouldn't say it's all in his favor, but it's just not a game that I would recommend to somebody who is new, and to just introduce them to a game, because like it's not how it should have played out. It doesn't really show how the game plans are supposed to work. It fucked everything up. So yeah, excuse my language there. Just yeah, I'm gonna cut off this video now. And yeah, we'll see you next week with our game against Chase, who's a pretty good opponent with a Trick Room team. So yeah, see you guys.